Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the drawing for today. And as you can see, I need to do some bits and pieces here, and then we can actually can start with the background part here, fixing this bit up. So no further ado, let's get started and hopefully get this done by today. And yeah, no further ado, let's get going. So already, the thing I need to do here is actually just quite easy. It is this bit right here that needs to have a little bit of a difference. So I'm thinking maybe going for this bit, and then of course getting the bit here like that, because the whole point here is that I need to make sure that this bit is colored up, and that's all I need. So that is the main issue here. I need to make sure that that is actually quite representable enough. So yeah, that will work, but that means I need to make sure that I have that bit like that. Means I can actually technically do this a little bit better, which means I can actually go from here to here in one go. There we go. I just need to make sure that I keep the pen on it, because that way it doesn't ruin it. And that should work. All up. There we go. Because right now we actually have what I need here for this. I actually have a darker neutral color in the other side, so that actually does represent one side from the other, instead of having two light colors. Alright. Now let's see if this actually works. It does. Good. Now that that is solved, I can now actually get continuing onwards. I did spot some issues here and there, which are in this section of it. So I need to do that. And that is in this section, and then let's see, that is in this section. Yes or no? Yes, it is. Spotted some issues here that I need to fix, which is this bit right here. And then I need to grab that lighter effect, which is this one, and then clean up the mess over here a bit more. There we go. Now that we have done that, now I can actually get started on the next bit, which is not ideally the easiest thing to do, but it is a good thing to get going. So we have this right here. Now we have this bit right here. I need to make sure that that is on a different layer. And now we need to go work on that one, and then this is the layer right here. So I need to get this one, and I need to move this bit over here. So as you can see, what I now need to do is actually creating this this wreckage. So I wanted to actually get this nice looking building a little bit more racked up. So that's the idea. So let me just grab the right color for this and then start coloring. Well, start drawing at least. I need to make sure that I have this one a little bit more transparent. I moved over here. Yes, there you go. There you go. Now we have done that. Now it's time to get that wood in there. So now we're going to be adding some more stuff to it. And then the question is like, how do I want to add this wood in there? probably like this, right? There we go. Easy. All right. So now we have this wood right there, placed into the rubble. Now we're going to be adding in some more marker. Some more deep cuts. Like that. Then we have this bit right here. Easy. Alright, then I need to get this bit right here. And just like that, we have ourselves the nice looking rubble. Alright, now we have done that. Now we can actually get ourselves to a pillar part. So let's hope that that actually works. This is going to be a modern pillar, so that's going to be just iron out. Like so. There we go. Now that bit of scrap wood is done, I can then go here. And just like that, that should work. Nice. And then I can actually add another do I want to do it like that, or do I want to keep it like this and then just get like that maybe? Yeah. Let's first focus on the other stuff. Easy. And then of course getting this bit like that. Alright, now we have done that. Now I can actually get the rest up and running. Alright. And this is like one of those things of the building, and then that the rest is all gone. I can actually add in like metal spikes in there as well. Support structures always have those things in it anyway, so why not? After all, it needs to look like fucking rubble. Like, it was a construction site, but, you know, the rubble absolutely was caused in it. Alright, yes, like that. And the rest is not necessary, right? Most likely the answer is no. Spotted that I was actually not the right color. Always important to fix. Alright, and now we are going to the next bit. So now I need to get this bit up and running. Yes. That means I have rubble, planks, and then big giant rubble. So, time to get that right. Like that. Then I need to get this bit up and running as well. Like that. Good. And then after that we should get ourselves, yes, I can get that done. Then I need to get this bit done. So this is gonna be just rubble. With one big plank, like so. And then of course getting this bit like that done. There you go. Now that it's filled up, now I can get the rest up and running. Nice. Alright, now I need to get the next bit up and running, which is then the big giant lump of rock. that. No. And this bit needs to be going away. There we go. And then I can actually add in the rock. Alright, now we have done that part. Now we need to get the next bit up and running. Alright. And then I'm gonna go here with that part. That means I need to get this bit up and running better. And now we have that rock done. Alright, now let's take a look at it. That looks indeed like a background, good. Alright, now I need to get the rubble done. Means we have some stone over here. Yes. And then we're gonna make the rubble like so. And there we go. Alright, now I need to get the rubble up and running. That means I need to get rubble. Well, so that's gonna be like that. the question is like, how do I add in the rubble effect? That's always the thing that I need to figure out. Like, alright, I have now this big pile of nothing, and now I need to get the effect on there that it actually does look nice. So now we're going to be making that happening by putting some stuff together. And now the question is like, how do I want to continue with this? Most likely I need to make sure that I have that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so now I need to figure out like, how do I want to make this rubble happening? I could do it actually quite easily. It's not that difficult, but I don't think I want to actually just keep it up like this. It is good. It means that it means that I need to use this as that as well. Could be useful, but then I need to make sure that I have everything else as well done. There we go. There we go. And then this bit is like a huge rock. And now we're gonna go and grab the last one. this needs to be in multiple layers. There you go. Now we have some selves and more rubble than ever, and now we can actually get that up and running again. So now we have that bit. Now we need to make sure that we have that again in 2 bits. So first bit is normal, and then now we need to add in the things that I want to add. So yes, this is again the same thing as always, just making sure that I have like things that I want. So this time it's going to be consisting of just casual ones, and then we're going to have also the ones that are like brick layers. So I will do that right now. Just like that, done. And then after that, I need to now grab the other effect. So we have that other effect that I need to get done. Because I already determined that it is actually there, I need to now make sure that I also do it again. So, great. And oh wait, I can actually get this thing to work. Easy. Alright, then I need to get this bit. And then we have here, we have some rubble again. now we need to get just this bit and more, and then we have the whole damn thing done. All right. And this one. And that should be it, right? One more bit here. And that should be... there you go. Do I have everything now? Yes, I do, almost. Just some tiny bits here and there, and then all the marks are gone. All right. Now we have everything that I need. Good. And that means I can then just rely on this. Yes. Alrighty then. And save. Easy. Oh, sorry. I didn't see that. Yo. Hello, Budget TV Live. How you doing? Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit focusing on getting this whole damn thing right. The main issue with this always is that I need to make sure that... Don't tell me I fucking screwed over the color. No. I did. Really? Well, it happens because I always have sometimes that I switch colors with my pencil. Accidentally, but then again. Alright, now the colors should be workable. And that is the first bit. Then the second bit should then give me the amount that I need. Yes. Alright, so now as you can see, I have now 2 of the bits now done. So I have now technically I have this one done and this one done. So now I have the 2 line drawings done. I have the detail, I have the line done and the texture done. And now we can actually start with the coloring. What I'm going to be trying to do here today is that I'm going to be trying to get the same as the foreground, because I want to actually, you know, keep the foreground as the background as well, but making it more consistent in the colors that I'm already using. So therefore, using the same colors as I already have been using makes things a lot more better. That also explains why the bricks are also like that. So yeah. If anybody has any questions, then feel free to ask. I'm happy to give answers because I'm now paying more attention again. Because, well, you know, this does not require that much attention anymore because it's gonna be coloring. I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing this on a different layer. Yes, different layer. Mainly because the coloring I want to do on a different layer, mainly because of issues otherwise that I will be having with overlapping. I will be putting this downwards because that is necessary, and then I will put this here. And now we can actually start using the same colors as before. I'm thinking I'm going to be first doing the sand part, because that is always the hardest part to do proper. And after that, it should be fine. So the sand bit here, it will require some bit of tinkering to get this right, but once I have the sand bit done, it does mean that it does look more like rubble than anything else, which does give a nice little effect. And also, you know, when you look at a construction site, you always see that yellow sand that they always use, which is very easy and very easy to use and very soft and not hard at all. But you also have gray sand, so you have two different kind of sands, and I think using that soft sand is a far more pleasing one to look at than gray sand, gray brown one. All right. Let's see, this is the bit I have to do, yes, and then we're going to be starting with the coloring of it. So first we're going to be using the normal color, which is this one. So that's the same color. Then we're going to be getting we're going to get the darker color in, and then after that we're going to add the light color in, which is going to be an effect, most likely. Oh no, I need to first do the light color and then the rest, yeah. To determine where I need to add in a coloration. So I need to make sure that I do this precisely. That means here, here, and here. So this is going to be the thing that I need to keep an eye on. And this bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, and that bit. So those are the main ones, and then after that I can actually get the next one done. Which means I now need to get focusing on getting the partial ones as well working. Do I need to do that or not? I do. Alright. So, time to get... Oh, for fuck's sake. Time to get that done as well. That is not the color I'm looking for. Come on, give me the right one. Easy. So yeah. This thing gets actually quite well done, I think. I believe. As you can see, the coloration is a little bit more different than before, because I'm now using just two colors, but once I add then the darker color in, it should light up better, I hope at least. It's always an experimentation with these things, mainly because it is always a very long and, well, gentle progress with all of this, especially with sand. I need to always make sure that I have like sand. Alright, I have sand here, and I need to add sand here, but then I also can see that I need to add, for instance, here some light effect as well, and then need to move again with the sand. And I noticed that, oh damn it. Oh well, it will be done. So this bit needs to be like so then? No, that doesn't work. That means I need to keep this like that. And then that should give me the heads up here, right? Because now I have that. Fucking sand piles, man. It's always a pain in the ass to get it right in one go. Let's see. So do I want to keep it? Do I want to add like a big shadow on top of it? Most likely not, because I want to actually highlight that it is actually, you know, big and piled up. So I think I will add here highlights as well. Here highlight and here highlight. So this bit needs to be none, but not too much. And then that should work. Yeah, that will work. Alright, that means I need to add here some bits here and here. And some bit here, and then it should work. So yeah. Okay. Now, once this is all done, I can now get towards the bit that I need to focus on. I believe when in doubt I need to do this manually, but fuck it, I'm not gonna be doing that. So I'm gonna be just picking up this one, and I'm gonna be doing this at one go. That means I need to do this right. That means I used this one, right? Close but quiet. How about this one? No. How about this one? Oh god. No. We're gonna be starting drawing tiny, which is the issue. How about this? Nope. So I need to draw big, but that ain't working. Alright, how about this? Does that work? Come on. Eh. Stupid pencil, I swear. Everything. Yes. Oh, fuck. Oh, go. You son of a... Alright, now it's working. No, it's not working. Why is it not working? Why are you not reacting on what I want to do? I want to select on this. It is not selecting. It is now no longer selecting at all. Great. I need to press the save button just in case, otherwise I will probably crash. Because I have a feeling that something is odd. Alright, save as the purple Rhino V2. Save it. Alright, it's not wanting to save. I want to press the save button, but it's not wanting to let me save. Oh dearie. That is an issue. Alright, I will save it as V3 then. How about that? How about that? It is now saving as V3. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, hell no. Alright, save as the V2 as well. Alright, I have corruption in the file. Great. Gladly I spotted that before anything else would happen. So yeah, this is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to fix. So I need to now get this thing to the right side. Oh, you. Okay, I need to load this up. I need to load this up into again. I hate it when Krita does that. Absolutely crashing the entire thing because of alt tabbing. So I'm gonna be picking up this one. Yes. Now, please tell me you can load this. Why can I not select anything? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, open. Yes, open. And then we're gonna be just doing it the easy way. Every single time. Every single fucking time. Alright, so story of awesomeness. Then design ideas. Open. Design. Okay. Great. Just my fucking luck. Uh-huh. Yep. Wait. Quit. Ah! Steam is not even trying to do anything here. I cannot press anything here. Alright, that means that my mouse is not doing the right click. Oh, now it's doing the right click. The fuck? Why are you not doing the right click then? Okay, great. just amazing. Wow. Okay, please tell me it is actually working. And now it's loading in. Oh boy. Just as lovely as always. I'm gonna be fixing this up, and I'm gonna be finishing this bit up for sure. It means also that every single time the damn thing is gonna be absolutely having a menace. It also means I need to figure out, like, what do I need to do here? Because clearly what I want to do here is absolutely adding some sparkle effects on it. But I need to figure out, like, which one it was. That's the one first thing I need to figure out. The second bit I need to figure out is, like, I need to get it saved without the issues. And I'm more curious if I can actually pull that one off. But then again. Alright, let's get this done. So which one did I use for this? I think I used this one, and then use it very tiny. Then press this bit, and then see if this works. We're now dealing with a very that is not what I want. That is a possibility, yes. Alright, that is good enough. It's not ideal, but it does create the effect that I need. Yeah, it does create the effect that I need. Alright. And then after this, I need to add in some more detail effects. Yeah, probably. Alright, now we need to get the lighter effect on it. Alright, and now we have done that. Now we need to get this thing back to square one, which means I need to now get this bit and hopefully get that right. So by doing this and then adding it into this way, I should be able to get to the right amount of stuff. Oh, that's erased. That is not what I want. Yes, alright. Effect 1, effect 2. There we go. And that should give us the win. Alright, let's see if saving is working. It is. Huzzah! Alright, save the saving. Finally. So after this, we have now created the sand. Bum bum bum. So as you now can see, the effect on the sand is actually it does show, which is good. That means now I need to just get the bits done here and there. I'm gonna be now putting this to a different layer because we're having the sand, and then we have on top of that we have the rock. The rock we already have this established on what kind of colors we're using for the rock, and what kind of things are there, and then we need to go to the wood. The wood is actually the easiest part of this whole damn thing. However, we need to do it in like a very scheduled bit, and of course, you know, the whole damn fucking thing of not being able to save absolutely made me absolutely frustrated because I was like, wait a minute, hold on a second, you cannot do this to me. But then again, you know, having an issue with saving is always a thing. What you then always need to do is very calm down and then just, you know, don't think about it too much. It happens. It's one of those things that happen when you try to do something, and then you realize like, yes, I need to do this way or that way. I think it is a compatibility issue. Compatibility issue. There you go. A compatibility issue, mainly because I'm not using Windows. If you didn't notice already, this is not like the normal Windows lookout. I'm right now using CashOS mainly because, well, Windows was an absolute piece of shit and ruined my fucking hardware, which made me pay up for around, what was it again, 800 euros again? Yeah, so around $850 or euros mainly. The main issue was that my graphics card had a big issue. It was having a memory leak, which could not be solved, and Windows made it even worse and worse and worse. I was luckily running on Windows 10. However, the thing was such a brick. It ran so slowly. How do you say that? Imagine you try to draw, and you're busy for 1 whole hour, and then suddenly, boom! The whole damn thing disappears. You have a black screen. All your progress is lost, everything is gone, and whatever you did was not saved up. Turns out, Windows does that all the time because it's slowly creeping in RAM until it stops working. However, it was at such an alarming rate that the whole damn thing had a big giant memory leak as well, causing by the amount of RAM consumption. Basically, the VRAM was getting consumed by the dozen. Well, I was not even running anything. I was just running a fucking art program, which should not be that fucking much, basically. It got me a little bit hesitant of like, alright, what do I need to do now? Do I throw away the PC, or do I need to buy a new PC? And I was like, no, I need to remove Windows off it, and then, you know, most likely it will be fixed. Sadly, the thing was damaged beyond repair, well, in the graphics department, so I just gave it to my dad and was like, yep, here you go. You have a new PC. Just don't try to run anything too graphically dependent on it because, well, you know, it's not working that great. So, yeah. That's always a fun experience to have when you try to do something like, you know, try to work on Word or something like that, and you try to write an entire chapter, and then boom, every single progress you made was gone because you were not smart enough to save every single fucking 20 seconds. It's really annoying that it happened. I'm hoping that Windows would have been able to fix it. Turns out, no. It was an issue within the Windows provider itself, and well, I have been trying to be up to date with the news on Windows itself, and yeah, I am so fucking glad I actually quitted Windows that day, and still are. Yes, it makes gaming absolutely. Well, it does make gaming a little bit more harder to do, but then again, I'm not that dependent on. I'm a little bit dependent on certain games, but those games can be easily run on any device at all. So I'm very happy with the final result of this. I bought a new PC. This PC was actually quite new, and it had Windows 11 on it, and I immediately removed it with the help of a USB stick, and then, you know, I just removed the entire Windows of it, and I was like, yep, this is gonna be the PC. First I tried Pop OS. The operating system had an issue, and I was not very happy with the final result of it. After delaying some updates, it became very unstable for me, and I had to switch over, so that's why I went for Cache OS afterwards. Sadly, I had to reset my entire PC for it again, so I had to restart from the bottom up. Luckily, most of the drawings are on an external hard drive, so nothing of value was lost, but still it was a very hassle to set it all up again. And yeah, that's why I'm now here. And I'm very happy upon it, because it means that I can actually just stream and do this quite easily. I think trying to get this done by today makes it, well, getting this done by today is actually quite nice, because then we can actually focus on the next bit. So now we actually have like a big giant pile, and then once this this rock pile is done, we can then focus on the second bit, which is this part over here, which requires even more handling. I'm trying to get back on times. Sadly, there were some issues. These issues I'm trying to resolve as quickly as possible, but the issues are not like, you know, PC heavy or anything like that. It's just a more personal level. I'm trying to get ready for some things, and well, you know, need to do that first before I'm gonna do streaming. So yeah, I'm very happy upon what is now represented, like, you know, already the entire environment and all that stuff. I really like it. I also am very smart thinking upon this, like, yeah, let's use just a photo of a rubbled environment and then just use that as a baseline on what I want to create. It makes things a lot more easier to look into, and, well, you know, it does fit very well with the scene. What is gonna be representing here is gonna be like a partially constructed building with a big giant crashed in roof, basically. Because what I want to do here is actually quite funny. What I want to do here is I want to make a green glow coming from the building. All right, so the building has a big giant green impact on it, which then represents of course the rock that she's holding. Basically, the rock crashed into the building. She picked up the rock, comes across a big giant purple rhino, which it is pretty big. It's not that well, it's a rhino, but yeah, it's a pretty big pointy rhino, and, well, it's the size of what? The size of a pig? The size of a pig is still big enough for me. I think that would be still, it's a meanie thing, you know. It has fucking crocodile tooth, it has like jagged horns and all that stuff. Yeah, you don't want to, it's like a fucking rabbit duck you don't want to deal with. So, I think I did pretty well on the design. Honestly, the only thing that I should have done was make it a little bit more bigger, but then again, that's just the thing that happens sometimes. You sometimes forget that you need to do something like that. Oh well. Not too much of a big deal. Alright, now that we're done with that, now we can actually continue. So, now that we are here, it is time for me to get ready for the next bit. We have this bit, and now we have that bit, and now we're going to be making sure that that bit is there. What I mean by that is that I'm going to be drawing here, and here, and here. So what I'm going to be aiming here to do is getting this bit done. So that is that one, and this is the color for it, and then I need to highlight afterwards. Yeah, the highlight needs to be done afterwards. So first add in the lighter color. So now I did actually draw all the high colors. Should not have done that. My bad. But well, it happens sometimes. So, oh, for fuck's sake. I need to do this like that. Alright. So now we're dealing with only high colors. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, small. There we go. No, that needs to be like that. And then that should be right. Yeah, alright. Now we have done that. Now we can actually get to the next bit, which is then the bottom side of it all. And that should work. Alright, now we need to get back into the business again. Alright, so and now we should have what I need, right? Yeah, we do. Alright, now we need to get this bit up and running, and then after that we can actually get ourselves the right coloring up and running. So hopefully this will work. I think it will. It just looks a little bit odd now, but in the end it will work probably well enough. Now let's see if this works. How does that look like? Yep, that will work. That will work. And that means I need to get this one, this bit, and then I need to add a lighter color and a darker color as well. Nice. Right. Luckily, you know, it's just coloring things up. And after this, I will take my well-earned break. Because holy hell, this is a lot of work. Well, it's always a lot of work when you try to just draw goddamn rocks everywhere. I think with the boat project, that was the worst one. I had to draw like many rocks just to get the environment up and running. And eventually it was like, alright, what I'm going to be doing today? I'm going to be drawing rocks. Why? Mainly because my hand will be tired after I'm done with all the rock drawing. Which is quite funny. But it's very annoying when you're trying to get things done or get progress done. So yeah, that's always a discouragement when you try to draw rocks and then your hand is tired and you want to actually continue to keep the workflow. Which sadly is sometimes a thing that you cannot afford. Luckily, you know, Once this thing is done, once this bit is done, we can then focus fully on the mid part, and then once the mid part is done, we can focus fully on the right part. Then we can focus on the background, and then we're almost completed. Done. Well, then we're almost completed. So the progress is there. It just takes some time. Especially these things. Luckily, you know, it's always nice to have some backup on most ideas here. Alright. Good. That one, and then this bit needs to be drawn in as well. Technically that is not that. That means then this bit is. This is why you always need to make sure that you're doing it right. Alright. Time to get this bit done. Alright, and now this looks already a lot more better. Yep. Alright, now we need to just grab the light color of this overall. That is not the light color. That is the light color. Gimme. Yeah, there we go. Nice and looking steady rocks. With a good light. Alright. And I spotted some issues here. Luckily, these issues are quite easily resolved. It means I just focus on these things and then, well, then it should be fine. Yes, no. Yes, alright. Alright, and then that should be it, right? Yes, on that side. Now time to get the next bit up and running, which is the other part. And that should give me enough leeway to get done what I wanted it to get done. Let's save it just in case. Nice, and then of course getting this side as well done. Easy. And now we can get the darker color up and running. Wait, first light, then dark. Always do the other way around. Never do dark first. It can cause a lot of issues later down the line. Alright, then we're gonna go dark. And that should be it. Alright, let's see how that looks. And that looks pretty good. I like it. And that points out like that, so therefore we have the building still standing pretty well. Nice. Alright, now we need to get this bit up and running, and that means now we need to get the next bit 1. So first things first, let's color up the things that I need to draw. Color up. That bit. That bit. The other two are not. And then we're gonna go here. Grab that one. And now we should have what I need for this. Alright, now I can get this bit done. Bloody fucking hell. Ugh. It's always so fucking long to get it right. The main issue with these things is always that it always takes so long to get right. I'm not the best at it, but then again... Oh, really? I forgot that part. Luckily I can see it now. Alright, now I need to get this bit up and running. That means I need to get... Let's see, we have wood. Wood color. Let's see how much wood color it is. That will work. And done. Now we have the first bit done. Now we need to get the second bit done. Let's get first a nice color up and running. Which means... There we go. Easy. Alright, then time to get this bit done like that, and then we need to just get the metal done. And the metal is just this. Alright, done. The big giant lumber body is there, and now the whole damn thing is crushed in. Okay. Man. Now that it is actually finished, the part. Now the problem is like, all right, how do I create this into one bit? Most likely, because as you can see, there is a little bit of an issue here on the gap part. I'm just gonna put this into a fucking different layer. We have some bits here that needs to be still fixed, but I'm gonna need to do that tomorrow, or yeah, the day after that, depending on how much time I have. So I need to fix this bit right here. There needs to be something like a junk machine right there, or a lump of rock, like so. Mainly because I need to make sure that this bit is represented as the foreground / background. Then we have some nice overlapping things. And then we can actually get then the sky buildings in there as well. So yeah. So this bit needs to be fixed first. Yes, first. So first this thing. So that bit right there needs to be fixed. So there needs to be a bit of a jacket item there, basically. Jacket item there that needs to be expanding like that, and then it should be fine. After that, we can then add in the big giant bad building, so the destroyed building with a bad roof. So I need to have like a roof collapsing, so it's like a big giant hole in there. With of course a green glow on top of it. So blah. And that should give us then enough leeway to get it right. So we have the building. Well, part of the building basically. The building was never completed because that way I could technically make it complete. Now that's not an issue whatsoever. But yeah. Building melted on the one side and then there also. And then that should give us what I need. Alright. I hope you all have enjoyed for now. And thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you next time. And yeah. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah. I hope you'll see you next time. Until then, I'm always shut up today. And bye!